Illuminate yourself, align with the current affairs, have facts, and be reasonable. Greetings to everyone. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and press the notification button for the next video. Africans and fellow South Africans, we are sitting with a serious situation of the loss of life of the man in the Madlanga Commission called Witness D, who later on was defined as Mervin van der Merwe, who was on the Saturday morning to have been found to have lost his life, probably over the night when he was about to open his gate and get into his house. The man, Witness D, has been one of the important witnesses that have exposed extremely dirty work that has been done by the EMPD, Ekurhuleni Metro Police Department, of which, among others, he was instructed to go and dump a body in the river or the mine shaft. So it has been established that the man actually turned out to be one of the security company's owner, who has been highly being involved in different conflicts and confrontation with the Zamazamas, among others. Now there's a big confusion into what could have been the cause of his death, because a man called Ibrahim Hamji, yes, Hamji, I will say that, Ibrahim G, sorry for the naming of him. I've set out a very short video where the men have tried to secure an interview to come and disclose in detail some of the field where he has developed a lot of enemies, especially after he claimed, Witness D, that he has closed some of the Zamazama shafts in the area, and that could have caused a lot of enmity with the underground officials who are dealing with Zamazamas in that area. Now we are sitting with a big problem, because a man called Julius Mkhwanazi at the Madlanga Commission, when he was confronted about the alleged dumping of the body, it was established that he had a full understanding and identity of the person that is defined as Witness C. And then he was told at Madlanga Commission not to even describe or define the man in the name, but it could be seen that he know who he is talking about. So the biggest confusion is, should this matter possibly be aligned with him, Witness D, dumping the body, and then as such exposing the names of the security company's people who pointed him to be the one that must go throw away the body, or this is aligned with the Zamazama's activities, because he wanted to tell Ibrahim G in details how he has scratched the nerves of the bigger group of those officials or senior peoples that are benefiting from the Zamazamas in the area, as he has defined that he did close one of the area Zamazama functioning holes. And one of the biggest issue about this matter, fellow South Africans, is that it is a burning issue onto whether people will allow going into the Madlaga commissions to be witnesses and not being able to fear for their lives. Is there enough protection of whistleblowers or the state witnesses of very important people with information? Are they protected? If South Africa was serious about protecting such witnesses, can we say it should have been seen with Babita? We saw in Nongoma there are two municipal senior officials, CFO, and the other one that works with tenders, who lost their lives under pretense of them being under protection of the state. And then we saw one of the whistleblower, Patricia Mashale, refusing the access to have the state protection because they claim that is where you can be easily accessed for you to lose your life. Is this protection by the state another mechanism that is making it easy for the state whistleblowers to be accessed by the criminal syndicates within the intelligence and the police system? And we have it on authority from the minister that witness D refused state protection, and then he said he got sufficient protection, and we can see him appearing with security regalia, with very heavy weapons, and we have a feeling that he felt that he has sufficient protection for himself. And is it reasonable that he should have refused to get a protection from the state? And if it's so, how could we have expected him to give himself sufficient protection? Can we still trust that the people can go to the Madlanga Commission and the ad hoc committee and still not face the danger about their lives? Is the president serious about saying he will bring sufficient protection for whoever will be a state a witness, a whistleblower going forward? Let us hear what you say in the comment section. Are the state witnesses and the whistleblowers safe in the hands of the criminals that are within the state intelligence and police system? Let us hear what you say. Thank you.